All right, I just finished The Darkest White. I would completely recommend that book. It has a great sort of twist at the end, and I am very sympathetic, deeply sympathetic to the author's suggestion of kind of who was more at fault there. Not to cast blame in the ultimate sense of things. Fantastic book. You know, I got about 2/3 of the way through it and read the New York Times review. I try not to read reviews of books or movies before diving into them. And the New York Times was like, yeah, the first 2/3 of this book is just history of snowboarding. So I didn't really like that, but I did like the recrimination of the Avalanche in the final third. And I was like, well, I'm kind of the opposite. I've been really enjoying this first third, and I'm not so concerned with like the gory details of the Avalanche. But I find it super interesting with it's not who you think, because you'd think from the type of person who harasses me all the time, who I think did it, but actually having been in extreme sports my whole life, I totally can tell from the I feel, having just only gone with Eric's book, that he's on to something, man. I think that the 2014 author of a different book just didn't have it, man. I think he was doing malicious compliance. So I'll show you. So yeah, dude, I'm kind of Team Rudy, and definitely Team Craig. It's funny because I was so romantic around the era that Craig passed away. Had I been involved in snowboarding, I would have totally looked up to him and super romanticized it. But I encountered snowboarding later in life, and after having done a myriad of other so-called extreme sports, as well as, more importantly, like watched so many people lose their lives, not just from sports and accidents and suicides, but also from cancers and natural causes. And yeah, so by the time I encountered the Craig Kelly story, it's just like, I feel for everyone on a human level, but I'm not gonna like romanticize the guy and be like, Craig died for us. Craig Kelly is Jesus, man. But yeah, it's a great story, man. The Darkest White. I would definitely read it or listen to it if you're a snowboarder. Very easy language, so it's not like any harder than a podcast to listen to. Just high school level stuff. Although well written, absolutely compelling. I want to listen to some of the guy's other stuff. I haven't listened to any of his other work, but yeah, dude. I thought it was fascinating, man. Super, super, super fascinating. I would definitely, if I was a snowboarder, and also peripherally, if I was involved in other dangerous activities, I definitely give The Darkest White a read or a listen, man. It's a really, really fun text, man. Really compelling. I enjoyed it quite a bit.